Hi everyone, welcome to another session of earning sessions really with RecXchange. Look, we just want to go through a bit more about how to get you set up, how to get you going on the system as quickly as possible, getting you transaction ready to make sure that you're earning some money. That's what we want from you. We want to be able to help you. So look, let's dive in, and at the end, like I said before, we're going to have a Q&A. Just any sort of questions that come through, we can obviously run through them, or any sort of frequently asked questions, again, we can go through them as well. So a quick introduction. My name's Tom. I'm the CEO and founder of RecXchange. I have been in recruitment since 2015. I started off working as a recruitment consultant at a agency, and from there, I've worked within an RPO, covering multiple clients on a very large scale, and I've worked internal as well for a huge global finance banking organization, again dealing with really high demand. So from that, I took all that experience and I started my own agency at the start of 2024. Felt like it was the right time to sort of take that leap and try it out for myself. And you know what? I quickly found that there was a few gaps in the market that, as a solo recruiter, I felt like it needed to be re-engineered. So myself and my CTO sort of sat down and I spoke about what it was that I felt like the recruitment industry needed, because don't get me wrong, it's probably stayed exactly the same for the last 20, 30 years. So I wanted to see if there's something that we could build, something that we could make, and this is where RecXchange was born. You know, I was very fortunate at one point to be in a position where I had multiple clients when in my own agency. I also had probably around about, at one point, I think I had over 100 roles that I was trying to work on, which was impossible for a solo recruiter in their first year. So yeah, it's sort of from that's spurred the idea of RecXchange. So, but let's dive in. Let's talk about the platform. Let's talk about what's expected, and you know how we can help you earn some money through the RecXchange platform. Now, RecXchange, like a lot of software platforms around at the moment, it's what they call a software as a service, SaaS. We are a service. We offer the platform to you and offer the live roles, the opportunity to collaborate, the candidate profiles that we've got available. We offer all of that to you as a service. It is then a subscription-based service. Now, this is it can be as little as $1 a month. You know, we don't have any contracts. We don't want to tie anyone in. So if it's not right for you, you can leave at any time. But we do want to really try and help people out. So what we're going to do today, let's go through the three areas. We're going to focus primarily on the three areas that I sort of call the money makers of RecXchange, because RecXchange is the only platform or service on the marketplace at the moment that can offer you the three fundamentals that a recruiter needs to make money. Those three fundamentals is live clients who have live roles and candidates. We have all three available to you within RecXchange. So we go out and we win live clients, but as well as that, other recruiters also who have live clients need support on roles, they get uploaded. So you have our RecXchange's live clients under RecDirect, and you have recruiter-owned clients under Exchange Roles. Both of those providing you, there's live clients there which are managed by the owners, but the roles are free to work on. So you can work on any of those roles. And at the moment, I think we have over probably 100 roles available on the platform. It's probably about just over $700,000 available in fees, and these are fees that you would earn as well. So if we dive in, we can, the three money makers that we sort of mentioned before is clients, roles, and candidates. Now, as I said before, the clients themselves, these are managed by the owners. Our clients channel, this is if you have your own private clients. This is if you want to use this as a CRM, you want to manage your clients yourselves, not the Rex Direct clients, not the Exchange Roles clients, your own private clients. If you want to go out and do business development as a recruiter and look to win clients, you can add them in here and manage them through a CRM that we've built in. You can set daily or weekly tasks to contact these clients of yours and manage them, as I say, through the CRM, client relation management. It's part of the system. To add a client, all you have to do is head into the client's channel, pink button, click on that, add client, just enter the details, company name, the person, the job title, email, phone, industry, the company size, and any notes that you feel is relevant. You add the clients and it comes down in here, and you can see you can edit them if you need to. You can set your quick actions. If you do want to sort of use this to manage that client, you can set little daily or weekly actions. And if you do, and you're on track of it, you just mark it as complete. It goes from red to green, and it tells you when your next action is due. That information is also available on the dashboard. I'll get to that in a second. So again, you can edit the details if you want. You can change it into finance. You can go onto your quick actions, mark it as complete. And there we go, just completed. We're on track. The other section then, part of the money makers, and this is obviously where the big one comes in, is the roles section. So Rex Direct, these are the premium roles. These are roles where, you know what, you're gonna earn quite big money. You can see $4,000, $15,000. That one's been filled. That was obviously very popular. 5,000, 7,000, 6,000. Yeah, there's 8,500. There's a lot in here, a lot to be earned. What I would suggest is, if you were to say you were to sign up, you can look at the roles that are available to entry. You can look at roles that are available to light. You can look at roles that are just available to pro users, pro tier users. And reason why we've got that as well. So when you sign up to RecXchange, no matter the tier that you got, obviously everyone gets access to these roles, but determined on the tier that you have depends on how quick you have access. So for example, if we were to upload a role today to the Rex Direct section, then pro users, they would have access straight away, instantly. As soon as we hit send, pro users will have access to that role. And after that, you're looking at 7 days after it's been posted, it then goes to light users as well as pro. Pro stays open, and then light opens as well. And 30 days after it's been added, entry users get access. Okay, so this is then the case if you're experimenting with the platform and you're on an entry tier. Obviously there are roles available for you to work on. There are, you can see that some of these are open to everyone already. If you're serious about making a bit of money and you don't want to wait 30 days for a new opportunity to potentially slip through the cracks and already be filled by the time it opens to entry, then you can look at upgrading. And I think that's probably the easiest way to sort of explain that. It is purely based on how quickly you want to get them. There are a lot of roles available, of course, but a lot of roles will be filled in 30 days. So by the time it's open to entry, there's a good chance it could already have been gone, or we've stopped taking applications because final interviews are taking place. So, but with this, with RecDirect, these are, as I said before, these are clients that RecXchange have gone out and won. Okay, these are ones that, you know, we want you to be able to work on these roles. We want you to be able to advertise these roles. We want you to be able to fill them. So go ahead and use the candidate profiles that we've got in RecXchange, or use candidates from your own sources, whether it's LinkedIn, whether it's a job board. You know, by all means, you know, do what you want. Is you are the freelance recruiter trying to fill these roles and earn this bounty. Do what you feel is needed. The only thing that we do ask is you do not mention, obviously, the client's details, because that is all confidential. You do not represent yourself as working for that client or RecXchange, because you are obviously an individual and you are working for yourself. So take some pride in that, and, you know, look to be a successful recruiter under your own brand. So what you would do is you would come in and you would, if you want to work on a role, let's grab one that we've not said that we're working on. That one's completed, that one's finished, that one's finished. Let's look at this one. So principal electrical engineer, but it may say that there are 70 recruiters currently working it, but you can see all applications is still 0. So this role has been open for over 30 days. This is why it's now marked as urgent. We need some candidates forward. So let's say that you've joined RecXchange and you want to work this role. You might have some electrical engineers in Bristol. You click on work roles, currently in amber. Okay, you click on that. That's going to load up with terms and conditions. Obviously, if you're happy with the terms and conditions of working this role, and I think you can tick it, accept and continue. And then that's now saying working. It's gone up 71. You can apply candidates directly here by clicking the apply button, and this is going to open up your own private candidate workspace. These are candidates that I've got demo ones in there, but these will be candidates that you've uploaded to RecXchange. So you can easily just, you know, add your candidates through there. And that, to be honest, like I say, that's about it. It is just you apply to work on the role, you accept terms and conditions, and you add your candidates. But there are different ways to add candidates to that role as well, and I'll go through that in the next channel. But I also want to go through really exchange roles. This is the one that's more closer to my heart. This is the reason why RecXchange exists, in a way. As I said before, before the idea of RecXchange came to me, I was working as a solo recruiter, and at one point I had over 100 roles to work on, which is a fortunate but unfortunate situation to be in. I didn't know how I was going to try and fill as many as I possibly can. I wanted to, you know, as a brand new client that just gave me a whole, like, about 90, I think it was 92 roles. I didn't want to let them down, but I didn't want to let down my existing clients. So I wanted to be able to collaborate. And I didn't find that there was an easy way of doing it. I couldn't even find a place where I could do it. So that's why we built RecXchange. And what exchange roles is, these are recruiter-owned roles. So other recruiters, other subscribers to RecXchange have got a role that they've uploaded to the platform that they're really struggling to fill. And they too don't want to let their client down. So they're putting it out there to split their fee with someone to then help fill the role. Okay, so if we look at some of these, we can look at, say, the technical support and customer success professional. In Nigeria, you've got your salary and the amount of split fee that they're willing to give for the right candidate. And what we do say is you can open these and you can look at the description, you can look at the information that's given. This information is uploaded by the recruiter. They get to then choose what they do and do not want to share. So you can see that they've hidden the company, of course, and I would suggest that everyone hides the company, because they're your client. You don't want people to be going to them directly. So at this stage, hide the client details. You know, if you do get a match, split fee contracts can be put in place, and that then has got a anti-poaching clause in it. So but now, hide the company. We do suggest as well a full role description, because the more detail that we have in this description, the better it is for other people to find the right candidates in their database. And then the way that it works, if you want to work on this role as a sourcer, as a candidate sourcer, you would upload your role, you would upload your candidate to the Exchange engine. Now, this is a bespoke piece of AI software that we've built purposefully for RecXchange, and it hides in the back end. You upload roles to the Exchange engine, and you upload candidates to the Exchange engine. This does that matching for you. Okay, so you could upload a candidate and it's matching your candidate to several roles whilst you sleep. Okay, so it does all that hard work for you. But as I say, the more information that the role has when it's uploaded, the better the matches are going to be. You can upload roles and candidates through the header at the top of the page, or you can upload candidates through the candidate section. Now, we'll go into that now. We'll talk about what we've got available for candidates, because they're, again, just as important. But just a little recap: Recs Direct, these are clients that RecXchange own. And then you've got Exchange roles. These are clients and roles that other recruiters own. And I do recommend that everyone really does look hard at all of these roles to see what's available. And if you think you may have a candidate that's suitable, just upload them to the Exchange engine, because worst case scenario, they don't match that role, but they might match another. And best case scenario, they do match that role. You help the other recruiter out by finding the candidate, and if they get through to interview and they're offered the job, you make the split fee that's advertised. So there's no downside to it. There's no downside to it at all. But if we go to candidates, the first page that comes up is the AI search. Okay, so these are candidate profiles that we have. Basically, we've integrated another company. It's called Apollo. So we've integrated Apollo. They're a data sourcing company, and they will basically go out and find public profiles. They'll find, people on LinkedIn, whatever it may be, social media, and they'll have all of their profiles available. But what they do also do is they verify the emails and phone numbers and LinkedIn profiles that are attached to these profiles here, and they will then ensure that if you do want to email one of these candidates, like it is, it's a 95% guaranteed going to be the right email address. Okay, so all it is as well, it's comma based, comma separated searching as well. So if you wanted to, say, find a Java developer, you can put in here Java and say AWS cloud, but you just put AWS. You just put in developer. Let's see if that comes up with anything. As you can see, searching, 50 candidates found. So here we go. So this person is a Java developer at AWS. Perfect. They're gonna know it. Same with them. AWS developer, Java developer. You can see what it is. So from here, you can reveal the LinkedIn, you can reveal their email, you can reveal their phone number, and you can see as well next to it, it's 10 recs, 5 recs, 1 recs. These are tokens. These are the internal currency of RecXchange. It's Rex tokens. As most service-based platforms, it is a credit-based system. So say revealing details from a candidate profile is going to cost tokens, and adding a candidate to the Exchange engine or adding a candidate to RecDirect will also cost tokens. But with each tier, you do get a certain amount of tokens each month. So you will have, for entry, you get 5 tokens a month. Light, you get 150 tokens a month, and Pro, you get 400 tokens a month. So again, that all helps with running searches and getting those contact details to sort of see if your candidates would be wanting to go forward for a new opportunity. The next step is going to be the candidates itself. This is if you do have candidates outside the system, from your own sources, from advertising a role, from your own ATS, wherever it may be, this is where you would add them. You come to your candidate. This is, as it says here, this is your private database. This is only you can see this. If you want to add a new candidate, you just head to the button, add candidate. It brings up the pop-up here, and it will just be choose a PDF. Now, do be careful with the type of PDF. If there's too much graphics, if there's too much artwork involved, it can be a bit difficult to extract the text, but it will extract most PDFs, and then obviously it puts that information in the correct fields for you. You might need to do a few tweaks. If we look at one of these demo ones here, it sort of comes up a bit like this, and you can obviously fill in any information that is not captured, which, if you've got the asterisks there, then it's needed, because it just helps again with matching if you do upload them to the Exchange engine. And again, of course, you don't need to. If you've added your own roles from your own private candidates, you can add your own private candidates to those roles and use this completely as your own ATS and CRM. Now, to add a candidate to the Exchange engine, just close that down. I'm going to see if I've got anyone here that is not added. I've got one here. Once you've uploaded your candidate, it comes up like this, like Dr. Nolan. Yeah, it comes up like this, and all you would do is share to the Recruiter Xchange. This uploads it to the Exchange engine, and this then has it available to start scanning and matching to any role that is listed in Exchange roles. Okay, so you go through and just share to Exchange, and then you see it starts processing, candidate added, and that's it. And obviously once it's done, it highlights it to say it's active. I'm just going to go through to see if I've got any candidates that have, I don't think these demo ones do have any matches, but that's fine. I've got some roles that I can show you in private roles. So you can see, if we looked in here, you can see Exchange matches. This is what it would look like when you start getting matches. You'd go through, it would show you the match that's available, it'd show you a bit of a summary, and then if you're happy with what it says and you want to push forward and accept the match and look to spark a conversation with the recruiter that owns the candidate or owns the role, whichever way around it is, you would just accept the match. You can see I've got a few here that are still, the other recruiter is reviewing. Obviously, if it's ever been a very long time, you can see here, this person here, freelance recruiter, they've got a match here on a role, candidate strength. Okay, perfect. So if I did want to match with them, I just accept. You go through, you'd sign it. At the bottom, you can tick, sign, enter your full name, sign agreement. Obviously, I want to read all through that properly shortly, but that's pretty much about it, really. You just go through, you accept any matches that you're happy to go forward with, and once that happens, both recruiters are notified, drop each other a message on the instant chat, and yeah, talk about talk about what you're happy sharing, talk about how you want it to work, whether you want, whether the role owner wants to take control of interviews, candidate ownership and all of that, and then obviously keep the other recruiter updated, or if they want to work in complete partnership, then the candidate owner stays in contact with the candidate, books the interviews, etc. So it's down to you on how you want to work it. People do prefer different options. But that is really the three main areas in RecXchange. Okay, they're the three main areas that we feel like is going to help get you earning quickly. Now look, appreciate everyone's time today. It is a bit of a whistle stop, really. Just to go through some queries and questions that we normally do get asked. Is there any ongoing support? We do as much as we can. We are obviously a global organization. We do live sessions every week on a Tuesday, and we do have lots of demos available on our YouTube channel. We've also got a WhatsApp channel that's got some of the videos on there as well. We do regularly ask what you want to see next. So we take the guidance from you, and then we can incorporate it into the live show, or we can do a demo on it and add it onto LinkedIn, onto YouTube for you. So yeah, we take the guidance from you on what you want to know. If you're not sure on how things work, please do reach out and ask. And if you're new to RecXchange, I do recommend that everyone you do the platform tour, because that is a step-by-step navigation on how to use the system, and it shows you all over it, and it also helps guide you through getting your profile ready and earning free tokens by doing so. So yeah, make sure you join the platform tour, get yourself onboarded, get yourself a profile all set up, have a look about, add a few candidates, add a couple of roles, add a client if you've got them. Just get yourself familiar with the platform itself, get yourself entered into it, and that's what the entry tier is all about. And when you're ready, or upgrade into light, and if you're tech savvy, or if you feel like you already sort of understand it after, however, we'll just go straight into light. It's probably the best way for it. But as for frequently asked questions, we get asked about whether we provide branded email or anything like that, and also unfortunately we don't, because every user that is on RecXchange is freelance, self-employed. They work for themselves, and they don't. We're a service. We're a platform that you've joined to work on these roles for yourself. So yeah, you're not employed or affiliated with RecXchange. You just use our service. So unfortunately, this is not an employed opportunity. But that being said, we do often look to expand where we can. So if there's ever an opportunity, within the team or within the global team, I should say, really, we will reach out to the platform first. All right. So, well, look, I appreciate everyone's time today. Also, we'll leave it there. We've been through some of the tiers, and if you're still unsure, you can watch this back and look at the other live videos that we've done and look at the demos. There's probably about 30, 40 demos, I think, available. Some of them longer, some little snippets. I think there's even a full tour that I've done on there as well. So by all means, head on to the YouTube channel, join our WhatsApp channel, and make sure that you just sort of stay up to date, get notified when we're doing a new session. And we can obviously go through more aspects of the platform. We can also show you any new upgrades that we're looking to bring in. So again, appreciate everyone's time, and yeah, hopefully I will